With Malachar defeated, Eldoria enjoyed a period of peace and prosperity. The regions flourished, and the bonds between them grew stronger. However, Lyra, Kai, Drake, and Mira remained vigilant. They knew that the darkness could return at any moment, and they needed to be prepared. One evening, as the group gathered around their usual campfire, Elara approached them with a troubled expression. "I have been sensing a disturbance in the magical energies of Eldoria," she said. "Something is not right." Lyra looked at her, concerned. "What do you mean, Elara?" Elara sighed, her eyes filled with worry. "Despite our victories, I believe there is still a hidden threat lurking in the shadows. I have been studying the ancient texts and consulting with the spirits of the forest. They have revealed that there is a hidden artifact of immense power, one that could be used for great good or terrible evil." Kai's eyes narrowed. "Do you know where this artifact is located?" Elara nodded. "It is hidden in the Forgotten Ruins, a place of ancient magic and mystery. The ruins are protected by powerful wards and guarded by ancient creatures. Only those who are truly worthy can enter and retrieve the artifact." Drake stood, his expression resolute. "We need to find this artifact before it falls into the wrong hands. If it has the potential for such great power, we cannot risk leaving it hidden and unprotected." Myra's voice was soft but determined. "We should leave at once. The longer we wait, the greater the risk." With their decision made, the group prepared for their journey to the Forgotten Ruins. They gathered their supplies and said their goodbyes, knowing that this mission could be their most dangerous yet. The journey to the Forgotten Ruins was long and treacherous. The path led them through dense forests, across vast plains, and over rugged mountains. As they traveled, the air grew colder, and the landscape became more desolate. Finally, they reached the entrance to the Forgotten Ruins. The ruins were a vast, sprawling complex of ancient stone structures, overgrown with vines and covered in moss. The air was thick with magic, and the ground hummed with energy. As they approached the entrance, they were met by a guardian, a towering figure made of stone and magic. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly light as it spoke. "Only those who are worthy may enter the Forgotten Ruins. Prove your worth." Lyra stepped forward, her voice steady. "We seek the hidden artifact to protect Eldoria from the forces of darkness. We are prepared to face any trial." The guardian nodded and stepped aside, allowing them to enter. Inside, the ruins were a maze of corridors and chambers, each one filled with traps and puzzles. The air was thick with the scent of ancient magic, and the walls seemed to whisper secrets. As they navigated the ruins, they encountered various challenges that tested their strength, courage, and wisdom. They fought off ancient creatures, solved intricate puzzles, and navigated treacherous traps. Each challenge brought them closer to the heart of the ruins, where the artifact was hidden. Finally, they reached the central chamber, a vast hall filled with the glow of magical energy. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal, and on it rested the hidden artifact, a crystal of pure, radiant light. As Lyra approached the pedestal, the air grew still, and the chamber was filled with a sense of awe. She carefully took the crystal, feeling its immense power resonate within her. "We have it," she said, her voice filled with reverence. "The artifact of immense power." However, as they prepared to leave, the ground shook, and a dark figure emerged from the shadows. It was a sorcerer, cloaked in darkness and exuding a malevolent energy. "You think you can take the artifact from me?" he hissed. "I have been waiting for this moment for centuries." Kai drew his sword, his eyes blazing with determination. "We will not let you use this artifact for evil. We will protect Eldoria at all costs." The battle that followed was intense and brutal. The sorcerer wielded dark magic with terrifying skill, but Lyra, Kai, Drake, and Mira fought with all their strength and determination. Myra's protective barrier shielded them from the sorcerer's attacks, while Drake's fiery breath and Kai's sword strikes kept him on the defensive. Lyra focused her energy on the artifact, using its power to counter the sorcerer's dark magic. The chamber shook with the force of their battle, the air crackling with energy. Despite his power, the sorcerer began to falter under their relentless assault. With a final, powerful incantation, Lyra unleashed the full force of the artifact, engulfing the sorcerer in a blinding light. The sorcerer screamed in rage and pain as the light consumed him, his dark form disintegrating into nothingness. As the light faded, the chamber grew silent. Breathing heavily, Lyra turned to her friends, a sense of relief washing over her. "It's over! We've defeated him." Kai smiled, his eyes filled with pride. "We did it! Together." Drake nodded, his expression serious but content. "The darkness may always be a threat, but we are ready to face it." Myra's voice was soft but resolute. "Our bond is our greatest strength. As long as we stand together, Eldoria will always be safe." With the artifact secured and the hidden threat defeated, the group returned to the Aurora Forest, where they were welcomed as heroes. The people of Eldoria celebrated their victory, their hearts filled with hope and gratitude. With the hidden artifact secured and the sorcerer defeated, the group returned to the Aurora Forest, their spirits buoyed by their latest victory. However, the lingering tension from their encounters with the dark forces reminded them that their vigilance must never waver. As they gathered to discuss their next steps, Lyra addressed her friends with a sense of urgency. "We've faced many threats, but we need to ensure that Eldoria remains protected. We must find a way to use the artifact to strengthen our defenses and prevent any future darkness from taking hold." Elara, who had been studying the artifact, spoke up. "The artifact's power is immense. We can use it to enhance our magical wards and create a permanent barrier around Eldoria. But we must be careful. Such power can be dangerous if not handled properly." Kai nodded in agreement. "We need to work together, combining our strengths and knowledge to harness the artifact's power safely." Drake added, "We should also continue training new guardians and expanding our network of scouts. Early detection of any threats will give us the upper hand." Myra's voice was calm but resolute. "And we must not forget to foster unity and trust among our people. Our greatest strength lies in our ability to stand together." With their plan set, the group divided their efforts. Elara, Lyra, and Mira focused on using the artifact to enhance Eldoria's magical defenses. They worked tirelessly, channeling the artifact's energy to create a powerful, protective barrier that would shield the land from any dark forces. Meanwhile, Kai and Drake led efforts to train new guardians and establish a more extensive network of scouts and informants. They traveled across Eldoria, sharing their knowledge and skills, ensuring that every region was prepared to defend itself. As weeks turned into months, Eldoria thrived. The magical barrier, infused with the artifact's power, provided a sense of security and peace. The guardians, now more skilled and numerous, patrolled the borders, ever watchful for any signs of danger. One evening, as the group gathered around their usual campfire, Lyra reflected on their journey. "We've come so far, and we've accomplished so much. But we must always remember the lessons we've learned. Vigilance, unity, and trust are the keys to our continued success." Kai smiled, his eyes filled with warmth. "We've faced countless challenges, but each one has made us stronger. Our bond is unbreakable, and as long as we stand together, we can face anything." Drake nodded, his expression serious but content. "We've built something truly special here. A united Eldoria is a force to be reckoned with." Myra's voice was soft but filled with conviction. "Our journey is far from over, but I have no doubt that we are ready for whatever lies ahead. Together, we will ensure that Eldoria remains a beacon of hope and light." As the fire crackled and the stars shone brightly above, Lyra, Kai, Drake, and Mira felt a deep sense of peace and purpose. They had faced many trials and had emerged stronger for it. Their bond had been tested and proven unbreakable, and they were ready to face whatever the future held. With their hearts full of determination and their spirits unyielding, they looked towards the horizon, confident in their ability to protect Eldoria and ensure its continued prosperity. The new dawn had arrived, and they were prepared to embrace it. With the protective barrier in place and the guardians well-trained, Eldoria entered a new era of peace and stability. However, Lyra, Kai, Drake, and Mira knew that their work was not done. They continued to strengthen the defenses and build the infrastructure needed to maintain their unity and resilience. In the Aurora Forest, Lyra and Elara worked together to enhance the magical wards and create new spells that would detect any breaches in the barrier. Their combined knowledge of ancient magic and the artifact's power allowed them to craft intricate protections that would shield Eldoria from dark forces. Kai, always the strategist, coordinated with the leaders of each region to establish a rapid response network. This network ensured that any threat could be quickly identified and addressed by a united force. He also emphasized the importance of communication and trust among the regions. Drake focused on building alliances with the various creatures of Eldoria, including the goblins, dragons, and other beings who had previously lived in isolation. His efforts created a diverse coalition that could be called upon in times of need, strengthening Eldoria's defenses and fostering a sense of unity. Mira, with her deep connection to the Misty Isles and the Sirens, worked on enhancing the sea defenses. She used her magic to create a series of enchanted beacons that would alert the Guardians to any approaching danger. Her songs also served as a source of inspiration and hope for the people, reminding them of their shared strength. One evening, as the group gathered around their usual campfire, they discussed their progress and the future of Eldoria. "We've accomplished so much," Lyra said, her voice filled with pride. "But we must remain vigilant. The darkness is always a threat, and we need to be prepared for whatever comes our way." Kai nodded in agreement. "Our network of guardians and allies is stronger than ever. We've built a system that can respond quickly and effectively to any threat." Drake's eyes glowed with determination. "Our alliances with the creatures of Eldoria have created a formidable defense. Together, we are stronger and more united than ever." Myra's voice was soft but resolute. "And our magic, our songs, and our unity will continue to light our way. We must always remember the power of hope and resilience." As they sat together, enjoying the warmth of the fire and the comfort of each other's company, they felt a deep sense of accomplishment. They had faced countless challenges and had emerged stronger for it. Their bond had been tested and proven unbreakable, and they were ready for whatever the future held. The next morning, they gathered with the leaders of Eldoria to discuss their plans for the future. King Elander, Elara, and the other leaders listened intently as Lyra, Kai, Drake, and Mira outlined their vision for a united and prosperous Eldoria. "We must continue to build on the foundation we have created," Lyra said. "Our strength lies in our unity, and we must always strive to protect and nurture it." Kai added, "We need to ensure that our guardians and allies are always ready to defend our land. Training, communication, and trust are key to our success." Drake's deep voice resonated through the hall. "Our alliances with the creatures of Eldoria are crucial. We must continue to foster these relationships and build a coalition that can stand against any threat." Myra's melodic voice carried a message of hope. "And we must never lose sight of the power of our magic and our songs. They are a source of inspiration and strength for all of us." The leaders of Eldoria nodded in agreement, pledging their support and commitment to the vision laid out by Lyra, Kai, Drake, and Mira. With their united efforts, they knew that Eldoria would remain strong and resilient. As the meeting adjourned, Lyra, Kai, Drake, and Mira felt a renewed sense of purpose. They had accomplished so much, but their journey was far from over. They were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, confident in their ability to protect and lead Eldoria into a bright and prosperous future. The peace and unity that Lyra, Kai, Drake, and Mira had worked so hard to achieve began to flourish throughout Eldoria. The regions were more connected than ever before, and the people felt a renewed sense of hope and purpose. As they prepared for the future, the group knew that their journey had reached a significant milestone. In the heart of the Aurora Forest, a grand celebration was planned to mark the dawn of this new era. Representatives from all regions of Eldoria gathered to honor the achievements of the past and to look forward to a bright future. The air was filled with excitement and anticipation as the preparations were completed. On the day of the celebration, the forest was adorned with colorful banners and glowing lanterns. The sound of music and laughter filled the air, and the people of Eldoria came together in a joyous display of unity and camaraderie. The central clearing, where the ancient altar stood, became the focal point of the festivities. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the forest, King Elander addressed the gathered crowd. "Today, we celebrate not only our victories but also the bonds we have forged. Our unity is our greatest strength, and together, we will continue to protect and prosper." Elara stepped forward, her eyes filled with pride and gratitude. "We have faced many challenges, but we have emerged stronger and more united. Let us always remember the power of hope and resilience." Lyra, Kai, Drake, and Mira stood together, their hearts swelling with pride as they looked out at the gathered crowd. They had come so far, and their bond had only grown stronger through the trials they had faced. Lyra took a deep breath and addressed the crowd. "We have accomplished so much, but our journey is far from over. We must remain vigilant and continue to build on the foundation we have created. Our strength lies in our unity, and as long as we stand together, we can face any challenge." Kai's voice was steady and filled with determination. "Our guardians and allies are ready to defend Eldoria. We will continue to train and prepare, ensuring that we are always ready to protect our homeland." Drake's deep voice resonated with conviction. "Our alliances with the creatures of Eldoria have made us stronger. We will continue to foster these relationships and build a coalition that can stand against any threat." Myra's melodic voice carried a message of hope and inspiration. "Our magic, our songs, and our unity will light our way. Let us always remember the power of hope and resilience as we move forward into this new era." As the speeches concluded, the celebration continued with music, dancing, and feasting. The people of Eldoria reveled in the sense of unity and joy that filled the air. Lyra, Kai, Drake, and Mira joined in the festivities, their hearts filled with happiness and hope for the future. As the night drew to a close, the group gathered once more around their campfire. The stars above shone brightly, casting a serene light over the forest. They sat in comfortable silence, reflecting on their journey and the path that lay ahead. "We've come a long way," Lyra said softly, her eyes filled with gratitude. "And we've grown so much. But our journey is far from over. There will always be new challenges, but I know we can face them together." Kai smiled, his eyes twinkling with warmth. "We've built something truly special here. Our bond is our greatest strength, and as long as we stand together, we can overcome anything." Drake nodded, his expression serious but content. "The darkness may always be a threat, but we are ready. We have the strength and unity to face whatever comes our way." Myra's voice was soft but filled with conviction. "Our journey is just beginning. There is so much more to discover and explore. Together, we will continue to protect and build a future filled with hope and light." As the fire crackled and the stars shone above, Lyra, Kai, Drake, and Mira knew that they were ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. Their bond was unbreakable, and their hearts were filled with determination and hope. With their spirits unyielding and their eyes fixed on the future, they embraced the new era that was beginning. They were ready to face the unknown, confident in their ability to protect and lead Eldoria into a bright and prosperous future.